It's
Really?
like, have you ever seen what is her Ashley Simpson? Have you guys ever seen that clip of her? Like, God, it was a long time ago. She went on a show, like one of those talk shows to perform, and her backing track started before she was ready. And like back then, lip syncing was like a big deal, and the backing track came on and like showed that she like was lip syncing, and she didn't know what to do, so she just did like the most awkward little hoedown jig and then just left the stage. And dude, I watch it every once in a while, and it is fucking. Well, I need you guys to watch it.
I think Family Guy did like a little clip on that one time.
Yeah, they did, dude. It is so fucking awkward. All right, well, I'm gonna make you guys watch it. I'm gonna link it.
All right.
While you're linking that, also at the record store, there were people, like random people will come to these venues and take photos or whatever, and the person that was taking the photos had this fucking massive bright white light right on the ground in front of me, and was like, had it pointed up towards my fucking face, and I was like, every time I would look down at my base to see where I was like at, you know, I would just be flashbanged by this fucking light. And I walked over after we finished the song, and I just pointed it down. And then midway through the next song, they had turned it back up. So I walked over to it, just fucking kicked it. I'm like, God damn it, get the fucking light out of my way. Can't see shit.
That'd be so ass.
All right, let's watch this video.
Yeah, we could watch this. It's only a minute. I just need you guys to see the little hoedown. That's all I need. God.
Oh, man.
Dude, it is so... Dude.
Why was it her first reaction?
Not to just like come in like slightly late, but just do a little. She does a second one, I think. Hold on.
Is this on live TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on SNL.
No, then she just leaves.
Oh, SNL.
Then she just heads
out.
Oh
my God.
The band just plays without her. just starts without her at that point.
This is karaoke. I guess anybody can come up on stage now and just start singing.
Yeah, dude. I watched that for the first time like recently, and I could not believe it. It was just.
That's old. That's old as fuck. That's like at least like 20 years old. That's old.
Yeah, it is. Just a little fucking. Just the fact that her first reaction is just hit the most awkward little fucking
goofy like.
most goofy, awkward looking dance, and then just leave the stage instead of
like. Why did she just completely stop? She could have just picked up like
slightly late. Yeah, like who cares? Like,
just play it off like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was just because it was around that time when like lip syncing was really frowned
back
upon.
then everyone was like lip syncing's horrible. Now it's like you go to see like any major artist and their backing track is literally the song, and they're just doing like fucking ad libs and
they're
shit.
Just miming it.
Yeah. Which whatever, it's still fine. But yeah, it's just so funny. It's such an awkward clip. But I don't know. You just reminded me of that when he said do a little dance.
Yeah.
But I'm glad the tour is going well.
Yeah, it's going great.
I went to Toronto to go see Jid and Smino. Yeah, J-I-D.
Jid and Smino.
He's an artist. Jid and Smino. They're both musicians.
Never heard of that. What kind of music are they?
Jid's like hip-hop-y rap. Maybe more rap. Maybe some trap style beats, but mostly rap. He's on Dreamville, so like the record label like J. Cole owns. But yeah, he's fucking insane, and he had a whole live band that played too, and they had a guy with a keytar, and he was like shredding.
Hell
like they'd randomly bring him out on stage, he would just fucking shred and then head back. Like
that's sick.
Just
People
head back
who
off stage.
come out with a keytar are cracked every time.
Yeah,
you know they're about to fuck
nuts.
some shit up.
Yeah,
no one ever walks out with a keytar and just does like.
It just
Mary
bombs.
had a little lamb.
Yeah, they're like.
Oh,
you
no,
know
he was
shit's
going
about to
fucking-
get insane.
Dude, he
Yeah,
was going
bro.
crazy. Like, I've never actually watched somebody play a guitar before, but like guitar, it's like usually when somebody's shredding, like the picking hand doesn't look that exciting to watch because it's just like usually they're just like whatever hybrid
most of
picking
the left
or
hand's going
whatever.
off.
Yeah, like slow movement. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nothing looks too crazy with it. But like guitar, this dude, both hands just going like fucking, like getting all wild. He's got like little, what's the little twinkle fingers? What are those called? I don't remember what those
That's
are
me.
called. But
Jazz
That's
hands.
my full name.
yeah, twinkle fingers. But yeah, bro, he was going fucking nuts. The drummer he had playing was so sick. The dude, I don't know what like background he had. I don't know if it was like jazz or like whatever, but dude loved to do like metal style breakdown beats, which was really fucking cool over like other trap beats, like almost like old style Polyphia, like Clay from early Polyphia, where they'd play like trap metal.
Yeah.
It's basically like that, but it was really fucking dope. He was insane live. I don't know who Smino is that well. He's got a few big songs, but I didn't really know him, so I didn't care too much when he played. But yeah, JID was fucking insane. And then what else happened? I got farted on by a homeless guy.
Hell yeah.
That was cool.
Where he like push his ass up against
Did
it
he
and fart?
fart? Did he fart?
Yeah, did he fart?
Did he fart?
How much
Did I
fart?
tell you guys-
What was the volume of the air of his
Did
fart?
I tell you guys this already
Fart?
when I was drunk? I know I told somebody. I couldn't remember if it was one of you guys I told that I got farted on. But yeah, so I was at a bar called Bar Prequel in Toronto, and
Bar
it's
Preet?
on Bar Prequel.
Oh.
It's on Queen Street, which is like a very popular area of Toronto, and has just like a mix of fucking everything. So there's like a bunch of clubs, bars, and also homeless people standing outside said clubs and bars. So I left the bar right away. There's 2 homeless people I had interactions with that night. First one, I walk out, and this dude just goes, "Who are you?" I was like, "I'm Matt. Who are you?" And he said, "I'm John." I said, "Okay, hi, John." And he was like very clearly homeless and drunk as fuck. And he's like, "I'm Portuguese." I said, "Okay." And then he gave me a hug, and I walked away, and I didn't really know what to do with that. Kind of sat with me for a little bit, but for some reason, I couldn't get an Uber to where I was staying from there. I don't know why. I just could not find an Uber. So I was like, yeah, so I don't know. It was just weird. It was like 2 a.m. to be fair, so I don't know. It was weird. But I was like, fuck it. I'll walk for like, it was like an hour and 5-minute walk back to where I need to get. I was like, I'm just going to walk half an hour, and then I'll call another Uber, because like in half an hour, the way I was walking was a lot more populated. So I started walking down the street, and normally if I'm by myself and there is a homeless guy trying to interact with me that's being like kind of aggressive, I will just completely ignore it, because that's what you should do. They'll give up and go away and go bother somebody else, especially in a big city. But he was walking next to me. I had my AirPods in. He's walking next to me going, "Hey, hi, hey, I know you can hear me, hi," and like waving like his arm in front of me. He probably followed me for like 2 minutes straight. I was like, fuck me. Okay. So I took out my AirPod and I was like, "Yeah, hi, what's up? What do you need?" And he's just like, "Do you have any money?" I was like, "No, I don't have anything." And he walked close to me, just fucking beefed out of his ass, and walked away.
Oh my god.
Dude, it was
You deserve
thunderous. It was like thunderous.
Give him a quarter, man.
It wasn't
Toonie.
just like a little like it was like you know when you're like sick, like your stomach really fucking hurts,
Yeah.
like you got food point. It was like that. Like it was
my God.
deep rooted. Like it was in yeah.
Like his
it
cheeks
was
were like,
yeah, like a fucking
Damn
motorboat.
subwoofer.
Like an ass
Oh.
motorboat. And I was just like perplexed by this. I literally just stood there stunned for a moment as he just walked away to go harass the next person for money, probably loading up another fart, just
What
getting
if that
ready
fart
to go.
stunned you and he just like you check your wallet and there's like a 20 missing
Yeah.
from your wallet?
like the world's best pickpocket.
You're like stuck in a fart cloud there, just like
You just like lost a
honing
chunk
that
of time
skill.
in your life.
Put
I
all of
remember.
his skill points into that.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, it was like one of the most bizarre interactions I've ever had with like a crackhead in Toronto. It was just like, all right, well, I'm gonna call an Uber now, and luckily I called an Uber, and it was picked me up like right away. And it's just like I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm not gonna walk down Queen Street at 2 a.m. ever again. It's not happening.
Christ.
Yeah, that was fucking doo-doo ass.